Hi! Welcome to our living room. You're joining us from the Disney couch, and tonight it's time for Frozen.
Wow. I cannot believe we've gotten so far on this journey that now we're watching a movie that actually feels recent.
Yeah.
I'm getting irrationally excited.
This is the first movie I saw in theaters, so I have pretty good memories of it. And then I loved it so much. Jairo loved it too.
I had the most massive Frozen praise when I was 13.
Oh my gosh, I watched it 68 times.
I'm interested to watch it tonight because honestly, Frozen for me, even though I really enjoyed it in the theater, then I think probably within a couple years I'd become totally Frozen saturated. But I'm hoping tonight that I watch it again for the first time
In forever.
I'm hoping that maybe the story comes back to life for me.
I think Frozen is honestly one of the most hated Disney movies just because of how saturated it is. I know so many people who say they hate Frozen. Any other princess movie, no one really says they hate it.
Wow.
But I've heard so many people say that they hate Frozen or they hate Let It Go just because of how much they've seen it or heard it.
Yeah, so Frozen is proof that there can't be too much of a good thing. But let's see if we can strip away all that and watch it again for the first time.
In forever.
Here comes Frozen again!
I still love it. I got like fresh emotions. You know, you get like desensitized to something after you've seen it a lot, but it's been long enough that I got all the fresh emotions.
Yeah, it was good to take a break from Frozen.
The entire world needs to take a break from Frozen.
One thing that really stuck out at me is just how visually beautiful it is. Right from the opening scene where you're looking from underneath the ice upward. I mean, there's some amazing realism in this film.
I mean, it's evident that Frozen really made a big hit in the box office. It broke all kinds of records. It made $1.2 billion. It's the highest grossing animated movie of all time.
Okay.
It's just insane the kind of money that Disney is raking in with this film. So they were trying for years and years and years to put Frozen together. They thought about doing an adaptation of Hans Christian Andersen's The Snow Queen since like the 30s or 40s, and it kept popping up again and again, but they could never quite get it together.
Sorry, what was that about Hans Christoph Onnesven?
Okay, so
I think it
Hans
was.
Christian Andersen.
Hans Christoph Onnesven.
My word.
So they could never quite figure out what to do with the character of the Snow Queen.
And Elsa was a villain.
Yeah, because she was the Snow Queen.
Wait.
But then good old Bobby and Kristen wrote Let It Go as kind of, you know, Elsa's almost cool villain song, I guess.
Yeah.
And then John Lasseter heard it and thought, you know what? She'd make a great good guy, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, the song Let It Go was the turning point for Elsa's character, which really made this movie work. So they broke all kind of the stereotypes of
Yeah.
good guy, bad guy, villain, you know, heroine, princess, love interest. They just
True love
mixed it
kiss.
all up and kept us guessing, which was great, you know, because by this point, we've seen a lot of princess movies, you know? We know what's supposed to happen. And, you know, they took what's supposed to happen, they turned it around, and they definitely made it work with totally different relationships and a different plot arc and everything. So it was really good that way.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, as far as sidekick characters go, I think Olaf has gotta be my favorite. I just found myself just grinning like a fool as I was watching this movie.
And as part of the story development, when they first had Elsa as the evil Snow Queen, Olaf was her evil snowman sidekick.
Oh my
And so there was a time there
Was Sharkbug too?
when Olaf was part of the bad guy empire. And I think some of the scriptwriters at some point were like, we just want to kill this snowman.
I've been impaled.
Well, speaking of Olaf,
Yes.
drawing Olaf is really nostalgic for me because honestly, he's the reason I got into art. I would just doodle him in a notebook with like ballpoint pen, and it would look pretty bad, but I kind of just figured out how to make things look decent and proportionate. So I started drawing other Frozen screen caps, and pretty much all I drew was Frozen, and I finally got good at art. And I have Olaf to thank for that. And I really think I have improved. So thanks, Frozen, for bringing me into the art world. And if you want to see all my Disney art and some behind-the-scenes Disney couch stuff, you can follow my Instagram, Doodles for Boredom.
We know that Frozen brought in a whole lot of money, but how many Ultimate Disney points did it bring in? Let's find out. To the chart!
Book intro.
Nope.
I really like it. Gives me chills. I love that music.
Yeah, once again, there's no book opening, but a cool opening. We like it. It gets the movie rolling. You don't have to open a book to do that. You can saw into an icy frozen lake instead.
Missing parents.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Both main characters, of course, Anna and Elsa's parents die in a shipwreck.
It's tragic. I cry every time.
Yeah, it's pretty well done. Like all of a sudden the boat is just in a storm and then it's gone. And I definitely remember in the movie watching that, a little, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4-year-old calling out after the ship goes down, "They died!"
And then, of course, we find out that Kristoff didn't have any parents either. He was raised by rocky trolls.
I like to think that his dad was an ice seller, and then he fell through the ice or something and died
Yeah.
tragically, and then he was just following him around because he's like, I don't know what else to do. And then
Maybe his mother died of pneumonia or something. That's a good backstory. Let's go with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I mean, dad with the stash.
Yeah, King Dad.
This little
Not an impressive Disney dad broom stash, but it'll still do.
because talking animals. Sven.
Well, Sven didn't talk.
He just puppeted.
Kristoff made him talk.
He made his feelings very clear.
Well, yeah.
He did the Maximus. He raised his eyebrows.
He yelled at Kristoff. He's like, ha! And Kristoff's like,
I don't understand you when you talk like that.
he literally said he was talking. You know how he argues for Sven's side in that one scene? No, he definitely doesn't want to argue for that side, but you can tell Sven wants to go with Anna. So he's making Sven's points for him.
Yeah, I suppose. Yep.
Unlikely partnership.
Yes.
Disney has definitely gone that way. Kristoff definitely did not want to have anything to do with this little red-headed snippet. But she bribed him with supplies.
The supplies that he
Yeah.
couldn't afford to get.
That's right. She could afford to get them because she was the princess. She probably had a bag full of gold with her.
Yep.
And so she bribed
Should have
him.
brought a coat.
And then, of course, bonding happened.
And they both wanted to stop the eternal winter too.
Yeah.
Like, they had good chemistry from the beginning. Excellent banter. He was never like, go away. He was just like,
Yeah, he was.
he just,
I don't know, he was pretty cold to her and Wandering Oaken's trading post.
And she was very haughty towards him. Like, and
haughty and cold.
Yeah. She's hottie, he's cold. Join us next week for Frozen High on the Disney Channel. Let's give it to him. Unlikely partnership in Frozen.
Hidden Mickey.
The famous hidden Mickey in Frozen is in Wandering Oaken's trading post. He evidently stocks plush Mickeys because there's one stuffed on a shelf. And we also saw when Olaf is being sucked up by the blizzard, his body and his legs at one point form a hidden Mickey flying through the air. So that was a good one to pause at. And there's a few other fairly famous Easter eggs too. Probably the biggest one is Flynn Rider and Rapunzel attending the coronation.
Yeah.
So
Your
your
cousin.
spawn from that. Alcohol. Yep.
There's a little bit, yeah.
Little smooth Hans. He like catches on as she falls. He has like a glass of champagne. And he just puts it on a tray that's walking by and sweeps her into his arms, and they dance. It's the smoothest moment in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Smoother than all the ice. Witchy villain.
Okay, well,
Actually.
this is another one where the villain is all mixed up.
Sorcery.
So for the middle third of the movie, Elsa is kind of the villain, but you're on her side. And then she creates Marshmallow, who's like her evil henchman when in her angry, exclusive modes. And then, right at the end, you find out that Hans is the villain. So does that mean that Hans is the villain all along?
Yes.
Well, he is, but...
He is the villain of Frozen, and he's a really good villain. I really love that plot twist.
Yeah.
But point is, Elsa causes the conflict, but she's definitely not the villain, because you're definitely on her side for the whole movie.
I wouldn't have called Elsa witchy. She was just born with this power.
Not a witchy villain, because Hans is the villain, and he's a normal human, super manipulative, and a good actor.
Yeah, he has supernatural manipulation powers.
Yes.
Yes.
Ugly villain. He's an attractive villain.
Yeah. Well, what about Marshmallow?
He's not
Marshmallow.
the villain.
Well,
Just a bodyguard.
What about the Duke of Weaseltown?
Whistleton.
He was more like a red herring, honestly.
He was a side villain, but I wouldn't even call him ugly.
He had an
He was
interesting
just
nose.
He was just
Yeah.
like
he had a
older.
toupee that went,
I don't think there's enough there to go off of.
No.
Nice thought, though.
death by falling.
What about Marshmallow?
He came back in the end.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a post-credit scene, so do we
Yeah.
count it?
Yep,
Yes.
still
Yeah.
canon.
So you don't think Marshmallow died when he fell off the staircase?
He's made of ice.
Yeah, and he fell into snow.
Hit song.
Let it go!
This is like the model hit song. It's
Yeah.
definitely what we were thinking of when we set up this criteria. Because we think, you know, this was like the showstopper. Way to go, Idina, and like played on the charts. Everyone got sick of it because it played way too much. It's pop cover.
I remember in the theaters being struck by Let It Go. It was the first time I'd actually heard the song,
Yes.
you know, which is kind of a weird thing to think of now.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, I don't know who that actress is, but man, she's got some pipes on her. Yeah, it got the pop charts, it got the awards, we're singing it at the end.
All the YouTube covers.
Yeah, I mean, it is the hit song.
Romantic duet. Yep.
Love is an open door.
It's not romance. They're not in love.
Yes, but they are fake in love. It was romantic, it was a duet, you had no idea that he didn't actually love her. So-
Yeah, at that point in the movie, if you haven't seen the spoiler, then you think it's legit and they're, you know, actually finishing each other's sandwiches. It's definitely a romantic duet, and yeah, I think we can give it.
The kiss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
loves
cute kiss. It's so awkward. He like stumbles through. He's like, may we? I mean, what?
We
And then they kiss, and it's so cute.
Yeah, wait, what was said so many times. in the movie.
That's the Frozen catchphrase.
It really is.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
And it was a good twist that you think that it's true love's kiss that's going to save her. Hans like carries his deception all the way through to the lean in and the pucker.
Yeah.
He was so mean to her.
Yeah. But Hans, man, why didn't you just go through with a fake wedding? You know, if you knew she was going to die anyway and it wasn't true love, then it wouldn't have been true love's first
Yeah.
kiss.
And
You could have just blamed Elsa and she would have died and you wouldn't have to fake anything, you know?
Yeah.
And then he could have had a party and chocolate.
They assumed it was true love's kiss, which is again kind of Disney sort of poking fun at itself, and it wasn't. It was just an act of sacrificial love. But then, the audience, we still get the kiss in the end.
And I love Olaf's definition of true love.
Love is putting someone else's needs before yours.
Like, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
biblical. It's like, yeah. Good job, Olaf.
Resurrection.
Yes.
Yeah. Whether Anna was actually dead or not, she was solid ice, and everyone thought she wasn't coming back. And we
Yeah.
had super drawn out moment of them being sad, Elsa sobbing, Olaf
Yeah.
looking sad.
And that last puff of breath coming out of Anna's mouth.
Gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, that
I
was
mean-
it. She was a goner.
And then she came back. She thought, and it sounded like sparkles.
And the thaw started at her heart. Okay, we made it through the criteria.
Okay, well, let's total it up. How many points did Frozen get?
Total is 10 out of 14.
Frozen winds up with 10 points. That's our third most Disney movie yet, and it goes up here at the top of the Disney charts, tied with Aladdin.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, an enjoyable movie, a profitable movie, a Disney movie, a legendary movie, a movie we're all kind of tired of, but now we've seen it again and we can still enjoy it, right? Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't seen Frozen, if you're one of the 4 people on the planet that haven't seen it yet, then it's worth a watch, right? Yeah.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or you enjoy Frozen, give it a thumbs up. and comment your thoughts and memories about when this came out 5 years ago.
What?
And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss all our videos as we come to the conclusion of our quest to find the ultimate Disney movie.
3 more movies.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye! Now can we watch the bonus features?
I don't want to hear any more versions of Let It Go, thank you.
Oh, we got different languages.
Not Spanish. Not even Demi Lovato. Or Death by Dog. There's Death by Hairball over there with the cat.
Why does it have to be on the carpet, Willow? Oh, what in the world?